Law and Home Affairs Minister K Shanmugam and Foreign Affairs Minister Vivian Balakrishnan have asked the Prime Minister for a review of their rental of two state properties. The review they requested will be independent of the ministries and agencies they supervise. Prime Minister Loong says he's tasked Senior Minister Hean to do this, to establish whether proper processes have been followed and if there's been any wrongdoing. Mr. Lee says these steps are to ensure that the government maintains the highest standard of integrity. The two properties in question are these colonial bungalows located along Redoubt Road and managed by the Singapore Land Authority. In response to social media posts, the authority earlier said Mr. Shanmugam and Dr. Balakrishnan followed all procedures. They also placed bids that were above the so-called guide rents, which were not revealed to the ministers in advance. PM Lee says he's asked for reports from the relevant agencies setting out the facts. He's also asked SMTO to carry out the review expeditiously and to make the findings public in time for the next parliamentary sitting in July. And that's as members of parliament have also filed questions on the matter.
I'm very glad that Prime Minister Lee agreed to have this review and to publish all relevant facts and findings before we have a full debate in Parliament.
Law and Home Affairs Minister K Shanmugam says he's kept to the rules. He's acknowledging that people are entitled to ask questions as these are public properties. Mr. Shanmugam says he will address questions in Parliament once the review is out.
I suggested that I would like an independent review to look into whether there was any wrongdoing, and you have seen PM's statement. We need this sort of approach, regardless of who is involved, to make sure the system operates with integrity. We cannot let doubts about the integrity of ministers fester and be left unaddressed. I have nothing to hide. We should set out the facts, lay them before Parliament and the people. That's the only way to retain trust. And when Parliament next meets in July, the questions will be dealt with.
Mr. Shanmugam was speaking to reporters at a Meet the People session in his constituency. He says both properties had been empty for years when he and Dr. Balakrishnan put in their bids. He has also refuted online accusations saying people can judge for themselves when the facts come out.
Allegations that we have cut down trees illegally, that we got SLA to pay for work done on a car porch. It is also said that I acted in conflict of interest, and so on. I don't want to comment much until SMTO's review is done, but I will say, speaking from a personal perspective, the allegations are outrageous. Let the agencies do their work and report to the Prime Minister. Let the review be done. Let the facts come out, and then I will respond.